Show me what you got.
How's it going, guys and geeks? Welcome to the Geek Critique Show. My name is Dakota.
And I'm Jen.
And we're here to geek out about the new Dumbo teaser trailer that Disney released a few days back. Again, we're a few days late on our reaction, but hopefully you will bear with us. You will geek out with us as we kind of break this thing down. And if you're expecting a reaction like this... Leave now. You're going to be disappointed. But I think when I told Jen that there was a Dumbo teaser trailer that we could potentially react to, we both kind of collectively rolled our eyes like, oh gosh, Dumbo?
There's so many live action, redos of films that it's like, okay. It's just an odd choice out of all of the ones that they could have done. Mm-hmm. But, the more that I think about it, elephants are just so freaking cute. So I'm actually really curious to see how they portray Dumbo.
I joked to Jen that, like, what if Disney is trying to subtly create their own live-action Disney live-action universe, and then all these live-action Disney films are somehow related in some form or fashion, and they're just gonna... I don't know.
I don't really, because we haven't watched the trailer, I don't really know where it's going, but I do think that this could potentially be a good outlet to talk about, elephants, and their struggles with being in captivity, by people who, like circuses and things like that, who kind of abuse them. So this could be really interesting.
And we're not saying that elephants have or are currently being abused in zoos, but historically they have been.
Yeah, in the past. So I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know what time period this is in or anything like that. But this, and in some places it still does happen where they get abused. But zoos and stuff like that are pretty good about it nowadays. But I think it could be an interesting thing to talk about.
Yeah, you're not drinking for this review, but I'm going to be drinking the 21st Amendment Brewery Back in Black IPA. I'm very excited to try it out. Hopefully it doesn't spill on me like last time. Creamy. Let's go. Oh, some serious flashbacks to the original.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Tim Burton film?
Look at that.
We're all family here, no matter how small.
Small. Oh my gosh, the eyes on it.
Oh,
his little ears.
Was that his mother?
Here, Dumbo. Here.
That does look really cute.
I don't really know what opinion to make of that.
Yeah.
It looked really cool though. I really liked the bubbles, the elephant bubble. That was a scene that when I was a kid actually terrified me.
Right.
That scene scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Is that the same scene as like the pink elephants dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a very
It starts
traumatic,
with like bubbles.
psychedelic scene. Very strange. That's probably one of the only scenes I remember, but like watching this trailer, there were certain scenes like the side of the caravan, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That looked very much like the original Dumbo cartoon that I haven't seen it in maybe 15 years plus, so I have no idea.
Yeah, and I remember all the crows. But,
Okay.
they'd sing and dance, the crows.
I don't recall. I don't know if Tim Burton is like right for the project, but I can't give an argument as to why he's wrong for the project at the same time. Because it is an elephant who can fly. It's very magical in that sense, and I feel like he does have that style about him.
Yeah, he does. I mean, aesthetically, this was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we didn't really get enough. Like, maybe they're just going to stick to the original plot.
It was a teaser.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What did you think of the way that Dumbo looked?
I thought he looked great.
He was super cute with his big eyes and his
even
big
bigger
ears.
Yes. Anatomically, like, in comparison to the cartoon, I felt he was proportionally the same. Like, shape and size, which totally works because, you know, you need that recognition. It can't just be a normal elephant baby.
Well, for some reason, I thought it was going to be a normal elephant baby.
You thought it was going to be
I
like
was
a
like really,
legitimate
I thought it was going to
elephant.
be a real elephant, and I was like really surprised, actually. I don't know why I thought that, because now that I'm thinking about it, that really wouldn't make that much sense. But
For like a CGI elephant.
yeah, I don't know why they would use like a real elephant. Like, that doesn't really work. But...
Right. I mean, these days it's so much easier to use CGI as opposed to dealing with wildlife, especially like elephants at that age are
really sensitive.
Well, they're sensitive, but how do you train an elephant at that age? They're the size that Dumbo is. The elephant would be like 2 or 3 weeks old. Mm-hmm. Not that they're not intelligent at that age, but yeah. Yeah,
that's true. It's interesting that this is coming out this week because I think it was like last week that Dakota and I met a photographer for Nat Geo, Ami Vitale. And she actually, we heard one of her lectures and she spoke about, you know, elephants and how intelligent they are, that now some scientists are thinking they might actually be smarter than dolphins. So I hope the movie does stress how intelligent elephants are. And she told the story of a baby elephant that got separated from its herd. I think it had fallen into a well.
Right.
So they lifted him up out of the well and, you know, they had stayed with him. And she said that, you know, the little elephant was super intelligent because he or she realized like right off the bat that the humans were there to protect him. I'm going to say him. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. That the humans were there to protect him. And she said that you could like hear, you know, like hyenas and stuff like that, like moving around them and see eyes because it was the nighttime. So they stayed with the elephant during the night until, you know, people came to get him. But when they tried to like let him back into the wild, he had found another herd and he started going with them. But he realized that wasn't his own herd and he left. So they brought him to a refuge where he was taken care of.
And what was so interesting about that was the fact that they're so intelligent and so sensitive that they can literally die from loneliness. Mm-hmm. Like, their depression gets so heavy when they get separated from their herd, their family, that they can literally die from loneliness. And it's so essential, like, for babies to stick with their herd at that period of time because that's, like, when they're most susceptible to literally dying from loneliness. So the fact that Dumbo here is a child, a baby, separated from his, I'm assuming his mother, someone from his herd, or someone that helped raise him to where he is now. That's going to be heartbreaking in the trailer. And they didn't really focus too much on it, but you did kind of see like his eyes and his ears like kind of like sink a little bit. So I'm wondering how they're going to do that. It was really awesome meeting Ami Vitale, the Nat Geo photographer. And most recently, you probably know her work from her coverage of the extinction of the African male northern white rhino, which is just the saddest thing. And she was telling us over coffee about how traumatic that experience was. I don't want to get too much on that topic, but she was also telling us about pandas and... one story that she had with the elephants is like a year after she had left that baby elephant, she had come back and it knew her smell and it ran over a mile screaming and like just to like say hi to her, which is super cool. She said that it like saw her and like ran over to her screaming, making this noise like she didn't even think he could make, and that when it got to her, they have like a crazy amount of muscles in their trunks, and he like lovingly untied her shoelaces and was like using his trunk to like grab her and like feel her all over. I love elephants. They're so cute. They're so cool. 44,000 muscles in their trunk. I think that's what it was. 44 or 48. Something crazy like that. It was something insane. She's like, it's just crazy. Like, they can do like how we can do with our hands, anything with their trunks. You'd think that they would be more limited. Yeah. So that was a really awesome experience for us to have, meeting someone who's seen so much of the world. She was a wartime photographer and stuff like that. And you just mentioned that she did a lot of work with pandas over the past couple of years. She's just released her first book, and this is in no way sponsored. She has no idea we're even talking about her in this video. But she showed us a lot of those pictures of pandas, and
They're so cute.
she just came out with her first book, The Secret Life of Pandas. So you can
Panda Love.
Panda Love, yes. We'll leave a link to that in the description below, so that you guys can check that out and help support her. I think that's like #1 on like animal books in the Amazon store currently.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So yeah, I think it would be really awesome to see a Dumbo movie. You know, I was pleasantly surprised by how well the Beauty and the Beast film came out.
Yeah.
The Christopher Robin trailers, plural, look so good. You know, I'm pleasantly surprised by how well this wave of Disney live action films is being handled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping this is another film that like carries on that streak, and we know that Aladdin is coming out as well as a Lion King movie.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a Lion King movie.
Oh man, you should see the cast for the Lion King movie. It's like all-star cast.
What?
Yeah.
Am I the
Hold
only
on.
one on Earth who doesn't know this? Well, you think, like, I'm in Geek Critique, I really should know. Don't tell anyone.
Donald Glover's playing Simba, Seth Rogen, Pumbaa, Chiwetel Ejiofor,
James Earl
Scar.
Jones!
James Earl Jones is back as Mufasa. Keegan Key from Key and Peele is Kamari.
Oh, shoot.
Beyonce is Nala.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of...
They got...
John Oliver is Zazu.
Let me see this. Is this, like, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, they have Eric Andre. That's fantastic. That's pretty sick.
That is another movie that's going to be amazing. And the cast on this is fantastic also. I mean, I was so focused on like the elephant side of this trailer that I didn't even like mention any of the cast that popped up. But I saw Michael Keaton in there.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Farrell's in it. Eva Green. I think Danny DeVito was in there.
Danny DeVito.
It's a really awesome cast. So I'm really excited for Dumbo. What do you guys think of this particular trailer? This teaser, rather. Did it live up to the classic 1940s film, Dumbo? I think it was like the 5th ever Walt Disney Pictures film. So, lot to live up to. And it's such a classic Disney film that I don't know how they're going to be able to remake that magic, but they have with Beauty and the Beast, so I'm hoping they can do that here with this.
But I think, too, like, a lot of us saw this one but because it was older. It's not like, I don't know, at least in my household, like, we were watching Beauty and the Beast much more than we were watching Dumbo.
Correct, same
So
here.
that's the thing, like, at the same time, it's like, yes, can it live up to it? But because it's not one that, not many kids from our generation were, like, watching it over and over and over again, I think it's almost easier to recreate.
Yeah, stuff like
but it's
this,
just
Pinocchio, like the older, like Peter Pan, we watched as kids, but we weren't huge, or like it wasn't a huge part of our childhood as it may have been for older generations.
Yeah, I think this one, it's just because it's a really interesting, because it's the main character's an animal. Like, how are they going to swing that?
We'll see. We'll see in 2019.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys, for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And if those pink elephants gave you nightmares, please comment below. Pink elephant nightmare fuel.
Yes, that is your secret comment if you choose to accept. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye!